When it comes down to customer loyalty, wants to return something, he or she is coming back to your store for the 5th, 7th, 70th time. How do you make sure that they come back that 71st time? How do you make sure they don't go out with an experience that makes them feel that they don't want to come back? Customer loyalty, what is it going to mean for that new generation consumer? What's it going to mean when that lady who wanted to return lipstick didn't get the experience she wanted, goes out and puts it on Twitter? How is it changing the face of business in India? And to tell us about this, I'd like you to please welcome Chris Thompson, General Director of Lioness India. Chris?
Anish, thank you very, very much indeed for your very kind, warm welcome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris Thompson. You will detect from my accent that I don't come from too near here. In fact, I come from Scotland. My native city is Glasgow. By way of introduction, of course, you will recall, those of you who are historians, that over 100 years ago, Glasgow supplied all the steam engines for the Indian railways, and India supplied boatloads of curry for Glasgow. That is why Glasgow is, of course, the curry capital of the world. You all know that, of course, and it is a staple diet of Scotsmen. I want you to know that haggis is no longer the national dish in Scotland. Curry is a national dish in Scotland, and it's largely down to yourselves, your ancestors, who formed those wonderful habits. But my challenge today is not to discuss the attributes of curry. You are far more experienced in that than I shall ever be. But I want just to discuss, if I may, for the moments I have with you, to talk about customer loyalty programs, how they are changing the face of business in India. It goes without saying that India is one of the most interesting countries in the world in which to do business. The forecasts tell us that by the mid-2020s, India will be one of the leading economic countries in the world. Economic liberalization that your present government has been introducing is already making a remarkable impact in your economy, and that's a remarkable thing to have happened so quickly. The rising net disposable income of the middle classes is a huge impactful factor in the whole sort of retail circuit. It has made the most remarkable changes in many countries, and it's going to do so in India. You know this better than I do, and some of the previous speakers were testifying to that. There's a remarkable and palpable confidence in the retail sector in India, particularly at the top end of the marketplace, with all the big international brands carving out remarkable space in the marketplace in India. And it's a great place, therefore, for retail entrepreneurs and providers of service to be active. This is the marketplace in which you trade. This is the marketplace that is represented in this wonderful forum, of which we are delighted to be loyalty partners today. Nevertheless, though, in such a dynamic industry, there are lots of challenges being faced. You will know these as well as I. Customers are absolutely spoiled for choice. The ever-widening ranges of merchandise that are now available for offer give customers an endless choice such as they've never had before. And that, of course, has led to innovations in store format, in the sort of venues. We were hearing lots about different characteristics of shopping malls, and of course the service, the customer service. All of these ingredients in the retail supply chain are competing vigorously for the spending capacity of your customers. Sustainability is an issue too, with many fresh startup businesses coming into the marketplace. The challenge, of course, is what is their life cycle going to be? Are they here forever? And as a result of this very competitive marketplace, there are, to many extents, very fragmented marketing strategies with multiple so-called loyalty offerings. And I want to discuss exactly what that might mean in the moments that are available to me. There are many discount offerings in the market as well. And my contention is that a pure discount offer, that is to say, discount off the price at the point of sale with no effective CRM for customer retention, that does not, in fact, amount to a loyalty program. I think the word loyalty is rather overworked, even though it happens to be the strapline of my business. It nevertheless is a rather overworked concept, and I'd like to sort of discuss this with you. Does offering discounts, I would argue, does it in fact ensure customer loyalty? Does it make any difference to your customer, the very fact that you offer discount on a regular basis? In the UK, we have many apps that enable customers to obtain discounts in the retail sector. And of course, retailers, what they do is they tend just to engage the services of various applications. And these discount apps, of course, are the main way in which you then connect with your customers. Well, to my mind, that, of course, has nothing to do with building customer loyalty. And in my contention, you really have to know your customer and know him thoroughly. There's been a great deal of information shared in the last session by experts who spoke about big data and the vast amount of data that is available from EPOS systems and the such like to enable you to know information about your customer. But do you really know your customer? Do you really understand him? And do you have at the heartbeat of your business an effective CRM system that enables you to engage with your customer in a meaningful, relational sort of way? Data is fine. Data is important. We heard lots of things about the relationship between data and gut instinct. Well, what does a CRM system do? How does a CRM system really enable you to know your customer and engage with your customer in a really meaningful way? Well, to my mind, a customer loyalty program is absolutely essential for the success of any business. It goes without saying some of the Statista research that has been done, statistics that you will be familiar with, I'm sure, that people are 10 times more likely to listen to word-of-mouth kind of recommendation. If you've been well served and well looked after by a business, then that is going to spread very easily just simply by word of mouth. How can you harness word of mouth recommendation about your business? And satisfied customers are likely, to spend 3 times the amount of money and recommend businesses far more effectively than simply print media and such like. So knowing your customers, evaluating their patterns and behavior, all the big data that we heard about helps you to do that. The challenge, of course, is what do you then do with that? How do you communicate with your customers in a truly effective and meaningful way? Most importantly, how do you make them feel recognized and valued? Is it just simply using inert data and communicating in a rather impersonal way, demonstrating that you've got a lot of data about their habits and their customs and their behavior? Is that all it is? How do you translate that into something that enables them to be recognized and valued? It is highly, highly relational at the end of the day. I had the great privilege of running Austin Reed in the UK, one of the UK's leading menswear businesses. Very sadly, it has just gone out of business after 100 years. Sustainability didn't last more than 100 years. Lots of reasons for that not to be discussed here. But I had the great privilege of running the loyalty program in Austin Reed. And we had one of the most remarkable statistics in our business that separated us from many other businesses. Over 60% of our retail turnover was harvested from our customer loyalty program because we knew the intimate details of exactly what our customers bought, sizes, inside leg measurements, size of shoes, size of shirt, and we translated that into wardrobe advice. We felt that we were able to advise our customers based on the behavior and habits that we had gathered for many, many years. And the surprising thing is that men, generally speaking, who do not go in for fashion, we all look like penguins in suits, don't we? Not nearly as attractive as the ladies, but nonetheless, the gentlemen were very happy to accept our advice. And over 60% of our retail turnover was repeat business from loyal customers because we put a huge amount of investment into enabling them to be recognized and valued. Now, technology enables us to do that a lot more effectively nowadays. But the challenge, of course, is to recognize that once you know your customer and demonstrate value, you have to reward them in some way for simply showing their loyalty. And that can be a mixture of merchandise offerings and, of course, financial offerings as well. I think the two go together. That's why I am not at all in favor of simply discounting merchandise at the point of sale. I don't think that does anything whatsoever to build the sort of loyal, long-term relationship with customers. So these are some of the attributes of a customer loyalty program. That, of course, helps you to grow your business. As was my experience in Austin Reed, customers came and shopped more often. They spent a lot more money every time they came. And that, of course, is the objective that one is looking for. It enables one to attract new customers to your business if you can demonstrate not only by the communication program, but also the word of mouth. If your business is getting out into the marketplace and is recognized for being the sort of business that looks after and cares for customers, you will attract new customers to your business. You will market more effectively to them, of course, and to your new customers as well. An attribute of a customer loyalty program that is not often thought about is how do you ring-fence the marketplace that you have? In the extraordinarily competitive marketplace in which we all trade, how do you ring-fence the existing business that you had and look after it and nurture it and cultivate it and protect it? That, of course, is a huge part of your CRM system, knowing your customer, having a relationship with your customer for the long term, protecting that market share. That's essential. Now, my company, Lioness, the loyalty partner of IRF, who are hosting this wonderful event, I believe that we understand the needs of the retail community. And our program has just, in fact, been launched in India. The Lioness Loyalty Program is one of the world's biggest loyalty programs, and we're very pleased indeed to be able to announce that it's just been launched in India a month or so ago. The company was formed in Austria 13 years ago. That's the founder there, Mr. Friedel. We have over 6 million customers, that is members of Lioness, that is customers of retailers who are part of our Lioness program. We have over 60,000 retail partners in the world and over 300,000 places where our loyalty card is accepted. And we seek eventually one day to be the biggest, the most populous loyalty program in the world. That's our objective, and we are delighted to be opening for business in India. The unique benefits that we believe that we can create for businesses are the loyalty card that we have is uniquely branded and tailored so that it is your loyalty card for your business. It looks exactly as you would wish it for your business. I have some examples in a moment. It's a known fact that loyal customers produce better revenue. A loyalty program enables you to reduce your marketing costs if it's a really effective one, communicating effectively with customers. Targeted marketing is a vital part of a successful program. And of course, our particular program has this rather unique characteristic. If you're running a business and you introduce a Lioness loyalty program, well, it's actually your own loyalty program. It's not Lioness. Lioness is the platform upon which it operates. And when your customers shop with you, they enjoy the loyalty benefits that you have created and the CRM advantages that you are engineering for your customers. But our particular program goes a step further because our loyalty card is recognized the world over. So when your customers, who perhaps buy merchandise or goods from your business, go shopping at any other Lioness recognized retail partner in any of the 47 countries, they are also able to enjoy the benefits from those retailers that those retailers have actually established. So not only are your customers becoming your loyal customers, they are entering into the magnificent world of being part of the Lioness shopping community. But because they were introduced to the business by you, by your business, you in turn enjoy a referral bonus that comes back from Lioness for all the shopping that they do elsewhere. Now that marks our particular program out quite differently from any other program, and it's a rather unique way of encouraging your customers to be loyal. So for example, here are a couple of the cashback cards that we use in other countries. You can see that they are uniquely branded for the particular businesses there, but those cards there are acceptable at any of the retail partners that we have in any of the 47 countries, at any of the 300,000 points of acceptance around the world. And when your customers, those businesses there, for example, shop anywhere else, those businesses there enjoy a referral bonus that comes back to Lioness on the basis of the shopping that they do elsewhere. So our program does a number of very interesting and exciting things, and it enables you to build a loyal relationship with your customers. It enables you to target market very effectively. The backbone of our system is Salesforce, the very, very powerful analytics tool, and that enables a vast amount of data to be converted very accurately and helpfully into a magnificent CRM system. And the additional benefit that we then have is not only do your customers enjoy loyalty when they shop with you, they enjoy loyalty when they shop at any of the other Lioness merchants anywhere in the world. And the benefit and bonus for your business is when they do that elsewhere, you enjoy, as I say, a referral bonus that comes back to you from Lioness. So it's an additional income stream. You earn money when your customers shop elsewhere. I venture to suggest, ladies and gentlemen, there's no other loyalty program in the world that does just that. We have 3 variations of the theme. We have 3 particular branded products, just with different operating characteristics, and I'm not going to go into all the technical detail of these. That's not my plan today. We are featuring in an exhibition stand just outside this door, and it would be my great pleasure to be able to explain what I have said to you in greater depth and detail at any time during the rest of the day. My colleagues from the business are there. Now, I think we've got a moment or two, have we, just to show the video? For a couple of minutes we have. I'm just going to ask you if you would just allow me just to quickly press another button, and we'll show a quick Lioness video, and then I'll be happy to take questions, but outside at our exhibition stand. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. That video just illustrates some of the corporate social responsibility projects that we support with our 2 foundations. But that gives you a brief insight into Lioness. Thank you very much indeed for your kind attention. Please come and see us at our stand just outside the door there. We'd be delighted to discuss further and take any questions then. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Chris.